Junkie XL released the like his version, his theme for Justice League. Because originally, back when they were filming Justice League, like the Snyder cut, it was obviously like Junkie XL. And I'm not sure if Hans Zimmer was actually a part of the Justice League score, but they did collaborate on like BVS and like Junkie XL and Hans, or who wrote like the super dope Wonder Woman theme, the one, that like great theme. It's a great song. And so he released like a little snippet. I can't really play it because I don't want to. I don't think I'd get like any sort of copyright claim for it, but just in case, I'm not going to play it. But it's really good. Did you have a chance to hear it? Like it's because in the like Junkie, and I know Junkie was working on the Justice League with Snyder with Zach initially, but then when Zach had to step off, they pretty much trashed most of what he had like scored for the movie, and they brought Danny Elfman in, and Danny Elfman kind of rescored the whole Joss Whedon cut of Justice League.
I'm not a Danny Elfman fan.
Yeah, Danny Elfman's fine.
He's got very quirky music compared to like somebody like Hans Zimmer, who's much more like epic.
Yeah, I'm much more of a Hans Zimmer fan than I am I'm a bigger fan of Hans Zimmer's music than I
think
am
of Tim
Danny
Burton
Elfman.
when I think of Danny Elfman.
Yeah, true. I mean, the original Batman the Animated Series theme though is great.
Is that Danny Elfman?
Yeah, it was Danny Elfman.
Yeah,
and like that was like the only kind of cool thing that bringing Danny Elfman into Justice League did, was there was one shot of Batman where they played that theme like with it when he jumped off the thing. It was like, but it was like very short lived and it wasn't very exciting, just because like I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, it was the only time you heard that classic Batman theme. So it's kind of like, oh, okay. And then they did play the original John Williams Superman theme very briefly in the movie as well. Yeah. But honestly, as much as I love the John Williams Superman theme, I really like Hans Zimmer's Man of Steel theme. So, like that soundtrack is epic. Like I listen to that just like all. It's literally that's my ringtone right now. Like the song from Man of Steel is my ringtone right now. Like that's how much I love that theme. So, but
yeah, it's funny because the original Superman from the Richard Donner is my ringtone for.
Is it?
So, or Sport Superman, just two different eras.
Right. Well, there's like, you can look it up on YouTube if you guys haven't seen it. Someone did like, they mixed both of those together and made like one theme, but it's the John Williams Superman and the Man of Steel theme like mixed into like one song, and it's very fluid. It's pretty epic. Like
it's
really
with
cool.
Like my generic Samsung ringtone.
Yeah. Well, it's
I'm gonna have to look that up when we're done, because that sounds great.
It's really good, honestly. But yeah, so that's pretty much, guys. If you haven't seen the little clip of that song, it's about a minute long. I guess the video is about a minute and a half long, and the clip from the song's maybe about 40 seconds. But it sounds really epic. It's really good. It sounds it's weird because it's just Junkie XL doing it, but it obviously still has since Hans kind of wrote the Man of Steel theme, and then he wrote a lot of him and Junkie. Yeah, it sounds a lot like a Hans Zimmer-esque kind of score. Yeah. Just has a big, epic, dramatic feel to it, and I don't know. I really liked it, so I'm looking forward to seeing. That was one thing too with the Snyder cut that I didn't really consider them doing. Like I kind of just like, I don't know. It's not something I just thought of. Like we're gonna get a whole new soundtrack from it, which like I like scores, especially like epic, like Hans Zimmer scores, like I said. So I'm like really excited to actually hear what the whole thing's gonna be like. Because like the Justice League theme alone was dope.
He's got what? There's 2 additional hours of footage. I mean, of course, they're going to have to do a ton more audio for what am I saying? Soundtrack for it. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Like, luckily, though, he already had most of his work done. I don't know how far along he was before the whole Joss Whedon coming in thing and then switching everything up was, but he obviously had a lot of it done. Just never got to finish it. So I'm actually just really excited to hear the whole thing, just because, like I said, I'm a big fan of. For one, I'm a big fan of what I heard. The little short minute of it, like, definitely go check it out.
Oh, it was super epic.
It was really good. Like, I can't really explain what it was like. It was, but it had a lot of the Man of Steel like kind of build up vibes to it, like the flight song. Like it had a lot of those vibes, and then it was just a lot of. It was just good. Go look it up.
I feel like the score to movies is one of the most underrated parts of films. Like you
Dude,
never
so
hear
important.
about the score in reviews. You see people do reviews on films. They never mention the score, but a good score can add so much weight to a film. It's so
for sure.
Yeah,
It
it's so
does.
important.
There is this. Speaking of which, there was John Williams puts on a concert like every year.
Yeah.
In like the Hollywood Bowl. There was one year when the special like guest that they had on there was Steven Spielberg, and so he came out on stage and was like talking about. He played a scene, I think, from Indiana Jones, and he said like he was talking about the importance of a score, and more importantly, in this situation, the importance of like John Williams and like his music. And he said like, "Look, I'm gonna play you guys a clip without any music from my movie, and you're gonna see essentially how shitty it looks." So he plays like I think like the opening scene from like Temple of Doom or something. I forget which one it was, but he plays the clip, and it's very boring. There's no, it's just the sound effects and everything, whatever. And then he's like, and here's the same exact scene with John Williams music, and it's like fucking epic.
Makes
like
it way
just
better.
it makes this it literally makes the scene good. And like we got Steven Spielberg literally sitting there saying, without the John Williams score, this is essentially garbage. like Steven Spielberg himself is saying it about
True.
his own movie, and
True.
it's like, but yeah, kind of speaking.
Well, the
to that
music
point,
makes
like,
it for sure.
yeah, I mean, so a good score, you're gonna notice it.
Oh yeah,
And that's and the best scores too, even like are just the ones that are very subversive and just set the mood. Like a good horror movie would just have like creepy sounds, like it kind of integrated in with the score. Just
Yeah.
definitely need a good score, and there's plenty of testament to do it. And then it's always nice when you get one that you really like the Man of Steel theme, because then you can get a cool ringtone out of it if you want. There's always that. But anyways, guys, if you haven't seen it, go check it out, and then when you do go check it out, let us know what you think down in the comment section below.